Hello and welcome to Pure Guidance Tarot. Thank you for tuning in to the monthly reading for our spontaneous Sagittarius for May 2018. So Sagittarius, I've already meditated on your energy as well as pre-shuffled the cards. So let's see what messages are coming across for you for the coming time period. Okay, now your last month's reading, if for those of you who've seen it, it was pretty positive, right? Lots of big changes coming your way, good news coming your way, and perhaps new love coming your way with the Knight of Cups appearing in your reading. It was a general reading, so I must say, for those of you who have not yet experienced change yet, who have not seen that blessing come into your life just yet, then I have good news for you. Uranus is moving into Taurus on the 15th of May. So these beautiful things can happen for you sooner than later. Uranus is the planet of change. And what you can do during this time period is invite that change into your life. Use that energy to create for yourself your dreams, your desires, and pretty much to pull them closer to you. All right, with this Knight of Cups, looks like many of you are already doing that. You're focusing with so much delight in your heart. You're focusing with so much positivity and purity that you are inviting this beautiful knight to come into your life. And what is this knight giving to you? Well, if you notice, he's holding a cup. He's holding it out towards you, making you an offer. An offer of what? Well, in this cup, he's holding all your dreams and your desires, whatever that may be for you. For some of you, it could be to do with love, right? An offer of love, increased love in your life. For others, it could be to do with wealth and abundance. And so inviting that into your life. And then we have health, right? Improved health. And whatever that may be, right? It's a general reading. So however this may resonate with you, that is what's coming your way. And not only is he coming your way, but there's a lot of purity behind it. This is someone you can absolutely trust as they enter your life. So that's such a beautiful card as your very first card, Sagittarius. Let's see what other messages come across. Four of Swords. So a period of rest. All right, for those of you Sagittarians, I mean, you guys are such hard workers. You really do put in all your hard work and soul into everything. That sometimes, it's important for this card to show up because it serves as a reminder that it can be a good idea to just take a break. Taking a break, if those of you who have suffered anything related to health, this card brings the message of recovery. All right, so recovery and the time period to allow yourself and your body to heal, to undergo regeneration. All of those aspects are now coming into play for you. So give yourself time. If you need to heal, if you're going through anything, whatever it may be, this card is also a card which is related to hands of prayer. If you're wanting something, if you're calling upon something, if this is you, then just focus your energy here on this Knight of Cups. Whatever you're trying to acquire in your life, whatever you're trying to add in your life, just focus your energy with purity, passion, optimism, and it will come. Let's see what else is coming across for you, Sagittarius. But it's a beautiful time of healing, a time of rest and recuperation. That's headed your way. Wow, beautiful. More beautiful cards coming here for you, Sagittarius. The Three of Cups. So a time to have fun with your family, spend more time with your loved ones. Some of you might be attending weddings, christenings, family gatherings of some sort. So that could be something that's headed your way, Sagittarius. And Four of Cups indicates offers possibly coming your way. So even though it will be a time where you're resting more so. And I know that's not your thing, Sagittarius. You like to be out there. You're such a fiery sign that you're fired and geared up to do things. You always want to be active, and you give more than you can because you just have to. You have so much energy and you can feel it. But sometimes we need to let things slow down, right? Let things slow down so more things can then manifest. Take a break so we can attract greater things to us, right? And so that's what's happening here. More energy is being focused on attracting. More energy is being focused on home and family, just having a good time. And as you do that, both of these cards, the Four of Swords and the Four of Cups, both of them have the message of meditating, all right? Meditating, sitting quietly and patiently, and allowing the universe to do its part for you. Depending on your belief system, if it's, if you believe in the power of the universe or God, angels, whatever might be the case for you, but letting that do its part, do its job, okay? As it does, the universe is bringing things together for you, bringing things together in harmony. Four of Cups is offers coming your way. So for some, definitely it's offers of love. For others, this is inspiration. It's creativity. It's ideas. How can I improve my current situation? Yeah? So then next we have the Emperor showing up in your reading. Let's see what else there is. So there's Six of Cups. All right. The High Priestess. Wow, and the World card. All right, so let's talk about them, taking the energy. And then we have bottom of the deck here, Five of Cups underneath. Okay, so let's begin with this energy. Now, because it's in the bottom of the deck, what does that mean? Well, for some, it's just a period of transition where you may be experiencing unhappiness on the inside, even though on the outside, you're trying to let things appear normal, putting a smile on your face so others cannot feel the pain you might be feeling inside. All right. For others of you, the Five of Cups can indicate unhappiness or dissatisfaction in terms of where you're at in your job or career. But there is good news coming your way, so just hold on tight. And I kind of peeked underneath the Five of Cups here. We'll talk more about under the deck later, but yeah, there's 10 of Pentacles right here. Okay, so let's take a look at all your cards as a whole. All right, let's begin with the Knight of Cups and the Four of Swords energy. Now, the Four of Swords, as I mentioned before, but let's talk about it again. Yeah, so this is a beautiful card which is welcoming rest. Some of you may have been involved with a very stressful period, okay, which possibly called upon great reserves of your strength. Okay, if you were dealing with an illness, this is a time period for recovery. And because this is an energy that, sometimes things happen that are out of our control, right? Sometimes it's an illness in the form of an illness. Sometimes it's to do with another person because we can't control other people, right? We can only control how we respond to certain situations or whatever may be the case. And so here with the Four of Swords, this energy is saying, okay, it's okay to sometimes relax. And this time, during this time period, it will give you an opportunity to open up to imagination and creativity. All right, so although some of you might have to take a break, for some this might be like a vacation period. For others, it is time to recover. For some, it might be letting your wounds heal. Yeah? And so what you can do is focus your energy on inviting something beautiful into your life. And for those who have family and friends around them, it's a great time to spend more quality time with your family and your loved ones. there's a greater focus on your emotional health in this reading, Sagittarius. And as you do that, what you're inviting into your life is something that will favor your future. These are promises of your fabulous future coming your way, okay? Those dealing with relationships, Four of Cups is indicating perhaps you may have spent a lot of your emotional time trying to fix something. So right now, as May arrives, it might be a good time period to kind of just retract, reserve your energy for yourself, focus on yourself, focus on self-healing, self-love, and getting more in touch with your higher self. Okay, spending more time planning your future. We have here the Emperor. The Emperor is also the card for Aries. Aries is a fire sign, such as yourself. So some of you may be dealing with another fire sign, such as Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. If that's the case, then it looks to be that they're just wanting to kind of help the situation out. Okay, they want to help the situation, make you feel better, and help with this period of transition and awakening, the spiritual awakening that's kind of taking place here for you. And so the other message the Emperor card is bringing upon you is long-term planning, future goals. So although it's a stale period, stale in the sense that not a lot of action is happening, it's more about what's happening in the background, in your mind, emotionally, how you're handling the situation. That's where majority of the focus is here right now, Sagittarius. And so let me just rearrange these cards. As we kind of head towards this, the highlight here is just spending more time with family and friends and just taking a seat back. But as you do, the Emperor is someone who's very focused on making the future solid and concrete, very involved with future planning, okay? He's trying to decide, like, how will he win this war? How will he win this battle? What are the next steps that need to fall into place in order for him to reach his goals? So that's where this energy is headed. So although it's slower, it's a good time to spend thinking. And I don't know if you guys have noticed this yet, but there's also an emphasis on the number 4. It's showed up 3 times so far. So that might be important for some of you. Yeah, so let's place these cards here. Keep the 3 in the middle. It just feels like it should belong there. And let's continue with the reading. So 6 of Cups is up for you next. Now, what does that mean? Well, for some of you, this is, again, because it's a slower time period, it's a time to kind of think about where you're headed in terms of your future, what you want to invite in your future. And 6 of Cups is indicating a time where you are kind of finding yourself in a very reflective zone, reflecting on your past memories. For some of you, it might be your childhood memories, or spending more time around kids, because this card has a lot of innocence inside of it. Innocence, a little bit of nostalgia, birth, because it's to do with children, and those kind of thoughts and feelings. Happy memories resurfacing during this time. And as you move forward with your goals, with your planning, and with your vision, you are feeling more clear and enlightened by the energy that will be surrounding you in the month of May. Now, we are headed towards the Taurus season, which means feeling more pragmatic about the way we are approaching the problems, the way we're problem solving with everything. So even with the way you're handling your future, like how you want things to be, you'll find yourself being very practical about it. Okay? And then with Mars moving into Aquarius on the 16th, during that time period, you might find yourself feeling more unavailable to other people because you're more focused on finding yourself, aligning yourself with your future goals and your intuition, finding that balance with self-worth, the knowledge that you wish to have and acquire in order to reach success, the kind of success that you want, Sagittarius. And this success could be to do with your workplace environment, and it has to do with, for many of you, with relationships, okay, with your family, with your friends. Like, where would you like things to go? Okay, and so with, like I mentioned, Mars moving into Aquarius on that day on the 16th, you will find yourself pulling upon this energy which will allow you to be more mindful about the way you're approaching these problems, and yet very unique and organic in your thinking. And this will come to you very instinctively. All right, the High Priestess is a card of intuition, so following your intuition and higher guidance will be the key to manifesting the future you want. Okay, for some of you, this High Priestess is representing a healer. It could be representing a water sign that might be present in your life. Water signs are Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. So it could be one of those. But this card is about wisdom. Okay, the robe, the blue robe that she's wearing, it represents wisdom, higher knowledge, thinking. It's governed by the moon. And the moon card in the tarot deck actually has to do with Pisces. So some of you might be dealing with a Pisces here. Okay? And it's more to do with your dreams. What are your dreams? It goes hand in hand with the Knight of Cups energy. What are your dreams and how are you going to attract it into your life? How is the world about to change for you as you move forward? Okay, the High Priestess is someone who is a guardian of the unconscious. And that's why we talk about dreams when we see this card. We talk about intuition when we see this card. And it's also a card about making decisions, major decisions about your life. So it goes beautifully with the Emperor card as well. So major decisions, and basing these decisions on your intuition, and basing them on your dreams, your goals. What have you wanted to create for yourself as you move forward? So yeah, absolutely. It's a time period where you'll find yourself retracting, possibly going into like a hermit mode, and finding yourself. This High Priestess, she's a female sage, right? She's the goddess of knowledge, and she also guards these gates. And where do these gates take you? Well, they take you into the depth of reality. So before you move into this world card, right? And what is this world card? Well, this world is your world. This is your creation. So everything you want to have in your life is right here. It's waiting. But at the same time, it's being guarded by this card, the High Priestess. So what are we trying to say? We're trying to say that following your intuition and your higher self, letting that guide you, will get you to the world you wish to live in, will get you to the reality you wish to manifest. A return of good health for many of you, a return of a positive relationship. Okay, if you are concerned about the way things have been, if they haven't necessarily been the way you've wanted them to be, or for those of you who have experienced any tragic moments in the recent times, then it's basically returning of order, returning of your life towards where you're wanting it to go, how you're wanting it to revolve. And things are coming together. The World card is about things coming together and coming into completion. It's a card of endings and beginnings. And so majority of you will be experiencing this, and it's a beautiful card because it's inviting into your life what you truly wish for yourself. Okay, now some of you might actually be traveling in order to allow for this to happen, so that's a beautiful card for that. And for others, the World card here, it's more to do with the transition of overcoming hardships. Okay, it's finally over for you, and it's time to begin something new, a new journey of some sort. All right, it's a card of continuous evolution, growth, progress, accomplishing something in the long term. Many of you may experience a change in career. Okay, that might be something that's headed your way. Change in terms of the way the relationships have been for you so far, and now they're kind of taking a new turn, a positive turn even. Okay, so let's see what else we have here, Sagittarius. We saw the Five of Cups. We kind of talked about that. Now with it, there was the Ten of Pentacles. There is the King of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, Two of Swords, okay, Seven of Wands, and then the Death card. All right, so we'll talk more about these cards in the extended reading, okay, and the extended reading will be up for purchase. The link to that is in the description below, and it's going to be somewhere around 10 to 30 minutes long, okay, and we'll talk about what all of these under the deck cards mean, and we'll also do some clarification cards to help understand what other messages are coming across here for you, Sagittarius, okay? So let's take a quick look at health now. So a few messages that come across for you, Sagittarius, because we have the Emperor here, he brings the focus onto the head and face area. So just make sure if you're out there playing sports to stay protected. And because we also have these two cards, we have the High Priestess and the World card, it brings a focus onto the lymphatic system and then the excretory system. So stay hydrated and make sure you stay sanitary, because lymphatics have to do with infections and so on. And just take care of yourself, especially if you're recovering from anything health related. Stay focused on yourself and allow yourself to heal. Give yourself time and space to heal. Okay? It's a beautiful time period to let your body re-energize. As you do, just keep focusing on your higher self, creating something more beautiful, more positive, and stay optimistic, because you truly do have the key to your future. You're creating it nonstop. You're inviting things into your life by the way you vibrate. What frequency do you hold? Make sure that you stay up there, stay at a high frequency, so good things can flow into your life and become the world that you wish for it to be. How is it that you wish to live your life, right? You do have the power to shape your life, and it depends upon what level you're vibrating at. So stay positive, stay optimistic, Sagittarius, and hopefully some beautiful things come across for you. Some other messages coming across for you, Sagittarius, include the fact that the Sun is moving into Gemini on the 21st. So that would be the time period for you, especially with the 21 that's appearing here in your reading as well, that when you will finally feel the shift of energy and the shift in things, and all of these cards will then start to come into play. Okay? And that would be the time period if you are wanting to make a decision to then move forward with it. The other date that seems to be of importance for you, Sagittarius, is the 29th of May. That's when Mercury will go into Gemini, and there's also a beautiful full moon in your sign, and so that time will be very important and crucial for you. And it goes so beautifully with this message right here with the High Priestess. You know, it's a time of spiritual awakening. It's a time to dive into your higher consciousness and allow for things to become, all right? It's a time to transcend space and allow for a feeling of lightheartedness to return. It's a time for resolving of inner conflicts, and most things will become more clear by the end of the month, if not sooner. Okay? So learn from the knowledge being presented to you, as well as the knowledge that you hold within yourself. Love thyself. And for those of you who are very creative, get yourself involved in writing, arts, and theater, because if you do, you will truly shine during this time. There's a lot of beautiful cups that are here for you. And generally with your readings, Sagittarius, a lot of the focus goes towards pentacles, wealth, and abundance, as well as wands energy, because you're so fiery. You're always like ready to get things going. But here we are in May. Lots of cups appearing in your reading, bringing focus towards self-love, right? Bringing focus towards spirituality, finding your higher self, and following through with your life path. Thank you so much for tuning in, and wishing you all the very best.